Far away, guys.
John, obviously, weren't at your best as a team today. How do you view getting within 1 point? Was it a sense of really happy with the comeback or disappointed with how you both started the game?
Oh, it's always a balanced view, so it was a bit of both. Early in the game they got out to a really good start. We didn't kick straight, which is sort of exaggerates the problem a little bit on the scoreboard. But we got beaten well beaten around clearance in that first half, and I think it was 3-15 around ball ups and boundary throw-ins to half time. And so they're a good team around clearance. They've very good, and so we lost a lot of ground position around clearance, and that made it difficult. But we also, didn't move as quickly as what we normally do from those situations, and so that sort of exaggerated the challenge. And then the last half, I think where we win by 26 points or something in the last half, but we evened up the clearances in that clearance battle in that second half, and that made it a bit of a different game.
You've spoken a bit about the slow starts, and as you kind of said, this is the first time you haven't really been able to claw it back. Does it make you go, okay, this week we need to look even closer at what's causing those slow starts?
Oh, you look at it. I mean, we have looked at it closely, so it's not as if I have to look at it any closer. I mean, we do look at it closely, so it's a bit of everything. But when we get back to pretty basic footy and we get our pressure up, it's amazing what happens from that, and it's very simple, but we've got to do it a bit earlier.
Is there any particular way you can sort of initiate that, or I guess spark the team from?
Oh, we'll try. Yeah, we'll try.
Have you spoken to Logan? How is he after?
Oh, he's just a bit disappointed, and it's not. You don't want to get down to that stage in the game. You need to be a bit. I thought our second half was pretty solid to be able to come back and give us a chance. So from that perspective, it was good the players didn't sort of, they looked at that and thought at half time we need to get some things right and get some things better, and which we did. There's an element of that that's a good thing, that things aren't going as well as what you'd liked, and you turn it around and we're able to do that. But Logan in particular was, just that's those things happen in footy. In the end, back your routine, you can go back and kick it. Just simplify it.
What did you think of the midfield battles today?
Oh, first half, second half. They were well on top in the first half. They were well on top.
Nick Blakey was pretty enormous today throughout the game, but particularly in that last quarter. We've seen a few games like that across his career where he kind of sees the momentum and goes, okay, this is my time to lift the team and really bring other teammates into it as well. Yeah,
he's getting better at that the more footy he plays too, being understand what the team needs and what particular point and what to bring. And so, he was big. He gave us he kept attacking the game when we needed it, and that was important. He was one of the players that were able to do that and give us a chance. And we had a chance. We just fell a little bit short. But they're a good team, gave us a chance to do it.
Harry Cunningham subbed out obviously quite early with hamstring tightness.
Yeah, had some hamstring tightness, so we're not sure. We'll have to wait for a scan how he is.
We saw Will Hayward also come off with, I think, a right knee complaint. How he finished the game, how was he?
I think he's okay. It's just, he's had a bit of soreness there, but I think he's okay.
And you've touched on the doctors' impact around the stoppages in particular, and Nat 5 going to Isaac Kenny, I guess, limited your options there and ability to win the ball for clearance?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's just a one-on-one battle, isn't it? That's just what you need to do. That's just what you have. It's one player versus another player. It's like what happens all over the ground, and we'd prefer to have one player versus their other player inside. So you've just got to beat him. That's pretty simple.
What about for Hayden McLean? He seemed to have a big impact up forward. I think it was 6 contested grabs.
Yeah.
He probably kept you in it early on.
He did.
And then kept making an impact throughout the game.
Yeah, he did, and he was terrific. Had a real presence in the air. I think the credit's got to be given to Fremantle. They were good, particularly that first half, and particularly in midfield. But Hayden was good, in that first half, and we were struggling to get some ground position or get some ball forward. He made a big presence, whether it's in the ruck or forward. He was good in both areas. So, yeah, he had a strong game, really strong.
John, what did you make of the umpire coaching Logan when the game was on?
I don't know what he said. I was just said to Logan, just go back and back yourself in. And sometimes you can overthink it a bit, but you know, it shouldn't have come down to that. At the end of the day, we had some other opportunities to nail. We fell a bit short.
Have you seen an umpire talk to a player like that before?
It's probably the 20th thing on my list, to be honest. So yeah, I'll let others worry about that. I've got other things in the game I need to focus on.
Logan had kicked the goal to level the scores. You sort of looked up and about at that stage. You're looking for him to sort of make sure he gets at least the behind there, or to have a shot at goals from 50 metres out, I guess.
Well, yeah, just have a shot. Yeah, I mean, just back your routine in. I guess that's all we're after. But you know, it didn't quite get there. But that those sort of things happen. You know, I'm very much in sort of. That's one moment in many others that were probably more important that we needed to get right and take away that feeling of hope. Just, you know, you need to take away that luck. We want to make sure we control the things we can control. And, you know, sometimes that happens, a shot like that, and there's not much you can do about it. He'll learn from that, and we'll all learn from that, but I'm not focused on that now. It's more about the other stuff we did in the first half, and we'll get into that on Monday and have a look at that.
Happy days.
Thank you.